Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from wherever you're watching from. My name is Maria Njoroge, and this is the Kenya Diaspora Media, today's episode of the Diaspora Spotlight. Today's video is courtesy of Centum Real Estate. We are shooting from Mizizi Court. They have 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, and studio apartments, which is something that I will show you in the show notes at the end of this episode. So today, I have guests all the way from Thailand. One of them is Wangui Nzai, and she is here with her husband, Maximilian. I couldn't quite get the other name, but I will give them that opportunity to introduce themselves and tell us what they're doing in Kenya. Karibuni.
Asante.
Tell us your name and where you're from in Thailand.
My name is Maximilian, and I'm living since 4 years in Kopangan in Thailand.
And I am Wangui Nzai. I've been living in Thailand, Kopangan, for 3 years.
For 3 years. Where do you come from in Kenya?
I come from Mombasa, Kenya.
Mombasa, Kenya. How interesting. That is a very interesting blend of culture. So when did you leave Kenya?
I left Kenya in 2023. Yeah.
2023.
Yeah.
And have you always lived in Thailand?
Me?
Yes.
Before? No.
So how did you end up there?
I ended up there in the COVID time.
COVID time?
Yeah.
So previously, where would you say is home?
I cannot say it's on this world, It can change, but currently Kopangan, yeah.
Interesting. Okay. So when you tell people this is where I grew up from, is that something that you say? Like where you grew up?
Where I grew up?
Yes.
Munich.
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 Oh, interesting. Okay, that explains the German. So, moving to Kenya, you moved from Kenya in 2023. Was it school or was it work?
It was a vacation. It was a 2-month vacation. I was just going to try somewhere new. And I got there and loved it. So I decided to find a way to stay. And Thailand has needed teachers. It's always in need for English-speaking people. And I did a quick course and I started to teach, and I was able to cater for the bills, and I never left.
That's a very interesting way, because a lot of people have a very straightforward path. So your mind was set on a vacation. You didn't even think that it was a possibility.
I wasn't teaching. I was into teaching. I was doing PR, but they were not looking for people in PR. And I loved the place and I wanted to stay. So I decided to switch up to something else.
Do you miss Kenya?
Yes, of course I do. It's different there because it's a different community. It's not home. So there's that warmness of home that you miss, but there's still something you're gaining out of it, so you stay.
I understand. What is the one moment you had in Thailand that made you realize, I'm never leaving this place?
I'd say the combination of vacation and work in one.
No, but you see, before we get to work, because you're going to have fun, you're taking pictures, you're enjoying the food, you're enjoying the climate. There gets to a moment you're like, I'm not gonna leave. The way someone comes to Kenya and maybe they see very beautiful masa and very beautiful food. So what was it for you? Because you didn't leave to go work.
Yeah. I'd say the vacation lifestyle, by the ocean throughout. It's a small island and you have water all around. And you have hikes. It's beautiful that in such a small area you can go hiking and be on top of a hill, and at the same time you can be down in an ocean. Yeah, the mix of that kind of nature is beautiful.
You imagined that is what it would be like even after vacation, because vacation and work are 2 different places.
Yeah.
Was that the reality?
The nature?
Vacation and work are 2 different things.
Yeah.
So when you now transition from the fun is over, now let the rubber hit the road.
It was still nice because you get to work, but in the evening there's that sunset is still waiting for you. That beautiful sunset, that view of the ocean from on top of a hill is still waiting for you. So
you clock out in time to go to the beach?
Yes, 3 p.m.
Interesting. Do they have vacancies there? I could learn to teach.
We could try, yes.
What about you? I mean, you found yourself there in COVID. COVID was a very tough time for everybody that remembers that particular time. There was lockdown. So how was the experience for you moving?
more freedom, no judgment.
It's COVID. What do you mean freedom?
It's no one judge each other for saying you have to vaccine yourself, you have to stay at home. In Thailand, no one help you, so everyone is focused on himself. There it's easy to fail, but you grow yourself, so you do something more for yourself. And this judgment from family, friends is not visual. Everyone try to support you, to be yourself and to grow yourself or to grow your business. And for this reason, sure there was laws, but it's ended. And Pangan opened the doors. And sure we also had restriction in the hotel and for checks and something, but for this reason.
Okay, so when you do arrive in Copenhagen, do you go there to work or do you find
No.
you? Okay, interesting.
Completely left Germany at all, closed everything completely down and decided to start a new life and
That was very brave. How was that economically? Because if I do remember, you were here in Kenya in 2019, right?
Mm-hmm.
You do remember the situation.
Yeah.
How do you just stop work and pack up your life and move to a different economy?
envy society, and I think their own culture every time try to push you down, hold you on the same level, and not really support you, and especially family and friends. It's hard to step out in the collective. You can reach in different places on the world, different success in relation and business, and
Oh wow!
for this reason, you need to step out of economy and a group of people to grow on a different part, maybe in relation, in love, in business, and I don't know.
Oh, that was very, very brave, because the situation in Kenya was quite different. So when you moved from vacation, did you have family or did you have to figure that out from the word go?
I had to figure it out on my own.
So when you went to vacation, you were staying in a hotel.
Yeah.
So how do you go from a hotel to house to job?
And you attend the community events and you get to see the same faces over and over again. You go for a party on Sunday, it's the same faces. You go for movie night, it's the same faces. You go.
Oh, that's really encouraging. It felt like your journey was quite smooth. Would you say there are any challenges that you faced during your transition?
So it was quite a
Yeah,
lot
there
to
is.
try and
So
blend in.
I can imagine. Was it just the people, you were okay with the food and everything else?
Spicy. Thai food is very spicy. So you say no spice, that pretty much means half a chili. You say little bit spice, they're gonna put in like 3 or 4. You say okay spice, and they're gonna put in like 10 pieces. So yeah, and also mostly that. The spicy food was a lot, and I didn't take any spice when I went to Thailand, and now I can eat spicy. just too chilly.
You get teached by force.
Yeah.
Was that the same experience for you, or it wasn't really different?
No, it's the same. I think Thais is. You need sometimes to accept. They not want to understand, or they want to test you if you mean it really serious.
You really mean no spice?
When you say no spice, in some places it's not possible. It's the standard ingredient, like next to garlic and ginger. So it's included in all foods, and in some places you really get something without spice, but sometimes even me, I like spices, but when I say sometimes little bit or low, can be so worse. And
that's a lot. You see the way Chinese have dumplings. What do people in Thailand have?
They also have dumplings, but it's still a Chinese food, yeah.
Tom yum.
Tom yum.
Yeah, tom yum, I'd say.
What's
more
that?
soups.
Tom yum is a soup that's made from shrimps, seafood.
Seafood.
And lemongrass is one of the main ingredients. You really feel it in the soup. Yeah, and lots of vegetables in it.
Yeah, there's a tomato, coconut milk a little bit.
So which Thai food is actually food? Because you told me they eat soup.
It's always soup.
They eat bread and they eat cheese.
No, Thais not, as a Thailand, eat no bread and
bread
no
and cheese is the German brought it
to Thailand. They don't have like their own traditions and
rice. They have lots
a lot of rice. Thailand rice.
Yeah, the soup and rice kind of go together. There's always rice. Like in the morning, it's breakfast, and all these restaurants, they have rice ready. That's not normal at home. Yeah, they have rice with everything.
That's actually true. No, nobody in Kenya goes to a restaurant and orders rice. You eat that at home.
And noodles,
No, we don't do that.
It's a standard ingredient, what you get to almost all foods, to curry, to...
In fact, you eat noodles when you don't have money. You eat noodles when you don't have money.
Yeah.
So if I came to your house and you served me noodles, I would politely eat them knowing that it's a bad time in the economy.
Noodles?
Yeah, noodles.
It's, for me, Germany is next to Italy, and pasta, it's an easy food you can eat every evening, It's something easy. You put pasta and water and tomato sauce or bolognese. It's very fast made and very cheap, and I will not say it's a bad economy. It's a standard food. Then you don't know what else to cook.
You make pasta.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's very interesting. So looking at you two, these are very different cultures. I mean, you're Kenyan, a mix of, Kikuyu, Giriama, and he seems to have been quite around the globe. So how do the two worlds collide and not clash?
Yeah. Making room for change, making room for something different. There's a lot that we do different with my culture and his culture and the Thai culture, which, we're two different people in a completely new place.
Culture.
So I have to make room for him sometimes and his culture, and he has to do the same for me. And same time, we both have to do it for Thailand.
And we live on an island where all nations meet together. And so you need to be already open for change and try. And
so before we even go to your union, there's something that has just come to my mind. How did you call your parents and tell them, well, I'm not coming back?
At first I didn't tell them. I was like, maybe this holiday will take a little bit longer. There's something I'm looking at. I'll be back. And then I said, I'm going to study Thai. So I'll stay for like 6 more months and study Thai, and then I'll come back. I didn't want them to be too worried that I'm in a foreign land trying to find a job, and they sometimes hear these stories on the news of how these cases go bad when you're trying to find a job and you end up in a terrible situation. So I tried to keep that a bit to myself until I was sure of what I'm doing and what I've gotten. And then I told them, I'm going to stay. I found something, kind of proper source of income. I think I'm going to stay here. But they did help with supporting me financially in the first months. Because it's a new place and it's quite an expense. Oh,
that's very supportive, because I can imagine. I think my parents would have flipped.
Yeah.
telling them that, I've decided to leave everything I know, my very good job, my very secure home?
They've always trusted me, so they trusted my judgment.
Okay, so you two have met and, you've decided we want to be together. Who do you tell?
My mom.
You call your mom.
Yeah.
Who did you tell?
My grandma.
She's still around?
She's still around. Yeah.
Oh, that's really impressive. I love grandmas. I was also raised by one.
Recently her 80th birthday.
Oh, that's really awesome. Say hello to her when you go back. So you tell your grandma, I found someone. And did she expect her to be Kenyan?
I told her.
What did she say?
Expectations. Fully accepting, she loved to see me happy, and I think everyone in my family will accept.
So it was not an issue?
No.
What about on your end?
They first expected it's a Thai. They said, I found someone. Oh, you found a Thai? No, German. But she in Thailand. Yeah, but they accepted it. They've always been open.
Very open.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's also a culture thing. I think our parents are very invested when it comes to these matters, and they really want to see where it goes and who you go with.
Yeah.
So you've left, you've gone, you've gotten a new job, and you've decided, I'm not even going to come back home to find my soulmate. I am finding one in a diaspora country.
I think the main concern was religion. That's the big thing here. Yeah. Does he honor God? Does he know God? Okay.
What did you say?
Luckily, we were in the same religion, so
that wasn't difficult.
Yes, it was so bad. But there was the culture shock. My mom actually, she did worry so much that the culture with European, they're more into dating and don't look too much into marriage. So it will be like you just move in and live so many years together, and the marriage will never be on the topic. And with us, we expect Rorashio, we expect a wedding. So
all that in that particular order.
Yeah, in that particular order, yeah.
So you did all that? You came for Rorashio and then a wedding?
The traditional wedding.
The traditional wedding. We call it a Rorashio in our culture.
Okay.
You flew to Kenya?
We flew together, yeah.
You came with your friends or it was just you?
No. Me and my wife. Also, me and Tiffany, we went from Thailand directly to Kenya.
How was the experience for you? Because I know we can be a lot when it comes to that particular ceremony.
Easy going.
Yeah.
Did you think it was easy going for him? Did you tell him that we do a couple of goats and cows?
It's just and I was prepared already, and and just the amount of people in one event can be a lot. Yeah.
A lot of hellos.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really interesting. But I'm really glad that it worked out in the end. So how do you move from, you've come to Kenya, you decided to get married, and your lives have now merged? Where did you start from? Like after the wedding now, you went back? Did your lives change?
We was already so long together. So we lived already so long together. What a normal, in the small island, where we almost spent 24 hours, 7 days. And I think a normal couple, when they're working, and they almost need 3-4 years to spend the same time. So to know each other. So we know each other so good. And I think it not very much changed, just a bit more confidence and more trust.
That's really nice. I don't know. Your story sounds very, very inspiring for one, because you look like you've just blended in together, and there's no hicks and there's nothing. I mean, Kenyans, if you're watching this, look at how they're dressed. I have not shut up about how beautiful they look since I saw them. And I think that's a very beautiful blend of cultures, because you don't even come from the same place, and you don't even, come from the same beliefs or the same culture, but somehow you're making it work, which is really awesome. So you go from these. So how do you go from being a teacher, you've left your job to now starting a business?
I quitted also my job in Germany, and I come from the metal industry, construction, and I started with photography, and I did it for hobby and now professional for my main source of income. And it was nice for me to connect to people, and I loved already some fashion, also to wear something differently, a style of kimonos, hats. And when you get as a photographer a lot of compliments a day, maybe 5, 10, 15, 20 about the clothes, about the hat, and they ask where it is from, where you get it from, you get after a while tired to support other. Because you every time support just other, and then you want to do something for yourself, or you play with the mind how is to make own hats, to own clothes, own brand. And so I decided really long time ago I want definitely a own. And in the moment I met Tiffany, it was just really the right moment and clear. And
what's your version of the story?
The transition from
Yes, from 9 to 5 to business.
Business-wise, okay, so moving from PR to teaching, it was just survival skill. And then fashion was just something I loved throughout, but I didn't have the confidence to do it myself. So I'd never dress me, but I would dress my mom and people around me, but not for me. For me, I'll just be on very dull colors and then dress the rest with extra things. So I lacked that confidence. And I also didn't go out a lot. And then when I met Max, he loved fashion and he was ready to play dress up. I could dress him up. And then we started to dress each other up. Like, you wear this hat and then you wear this hat. And then since it was two people going out together, it gave me more confidence.
We dressed almost similar, and we get a great reaction to be already accepted as a couple. So the world goes more in the direction from sharing, be open. And this is also a problem for a couple. And we dress like people accept you already as a couple. There's no question about
what you are.
Yeah, the clothing usually does help. So how does it go from we really like doing this and we can actually make money from this?
I'd say I didn't look at it as business, but Max had the entrepreneur mindset, and like the way we are matching these and getting them from other stores, we could make them. We could have them from our own store. I'm tired of saying you got this from this shop and this shop and this shop. We could also make them because we put these pieces together and create fashion out of it. And I loved African fabric, so I just asked him, maybe we can do what you want, but with African fabric, with the Kenyan Kitenge. And he was open to that. So he stuck to the entrepreneur part where he figures out how we can make money from it. And me was more like, let's just do fashion.
Okay, so what was the first outfit that you made and sold?
Made was our wedding outfit. We made our own. We created that. That was our first creation.
I've had a lot of DIY stories. That's our first one.
Yeah, so that was our first creation. But of course, it wasn't for sale. But then right after the wedding, we set up a website and we started to make different designs. And that's what we've been selling, the collections that we made right after the wedding.
So your production is in-house, or how does it work from the beginning to the end to end?
We've set up a small team. We're very few people. So Max and I go to the markets and pick the fabrics that we want. And then we go back to our small house and we have a team there and we all think of how to put these pieces together to make something that we like. And we make the first pieces, try them out, literally wear them and go out, test the market. And so far we've gotten good response. So we go back and make more. And we've been making more, and we've taken pieces with us to Thailand. And we like to be out, parties, dinner, things, just be out there. And that's pretty much how we advertise, because we go out and people ask, what is this? Where did you get it from? And
So your business has an interesting name.
yeah.
Zawadi Hat Fashion. Why?
In Thailand, is Savadi Cup, a greeting. And in Kenya or in Swahili, Zawadi, gift.
Yeah.
And Savadi Hat,
Okay.
you explain it better.
I thought it was an
The
interesting
Zawadi.
name.
Yeah, so Zawadi is a gift. For me, I'm not more into the entrepreneur side. I'm more into just making, and I'm big into gifting. So for me, it was a gift. Fashion is like a gift to put something together and share this beauty with someone else. Was a gift. So for me, the whole fashion thing, everything we're doing is a gift from me or from us and our creation to everyone else. And hat has been our signature look. When I met Max, he always wore a hat. And I was not confident. I would not wear a hat. I would always look a bit down and not up. And once he made me wear hats, I had to always have my head up, because you can't have, I won't see where I'm going if I'm facing down. So it just became a thing, and we never left the house really without hats.
But they look
So
beautiful.
when we go to places, they'd say, "Oh, we know you, the guys with the hats, the ones with the hats." So it's just
So
been
easy.
hats is us.
Mhm.
Yeah. So Zawadi was more of what I wanted, because it's a gift for me, and hat was him.
So looking at you said that he loved color and you loved African print. That explains the colorful outfits. Yeah, because there's a lot of red, blue, green.
So for bold couples, it's a bold
You should
color.
make that your tagline.
It is
For bold couples.
bold pairs, yes, for open hats and bold pairs.
It's for Germans, the easygoing colors, the African fabrics, also for Russians, for Israelis, for a lot of nations, the colors are easy. And also it looks very beautiful on black skin. So it's the whole African or US area is already. I love colors and they're beautiful patterns, and it's not for everyone, but I think we also want to show what it can change on feeling for a couple or for some people to
So,
try it. You know?
Who would you say are your clients? Who do you sell to?
Zawadi Hat is a premium resort wear. So our clients are mostly people who are on vacation or basically traveling from one destination to another. Or into the lifestyle of travel and resort style. So
Hotel, resort,
where we
beach.
stay, it's a holiday destination. So it has the resort vibe. Almost every part of the island gives you the resort vibe. And it's usually different dressing from the normal life with corporate life. It dresses down, it's clothes that allow more movement. And like with the hoodies, when you're traveling and you're just dozing off somewhere in between your flights. Yeah. So it was something that would fit people who are more into movement and different destinations, not just being in one place.
Oh, that's really interesting. So how long would you say the business has been making money for?
We've done this for 1 year now. It was right after the wedding. There was no honeymoon. It was after that, and then we just wanted to make. We just started to stock up on all kinds of fabrics we could find.
So looking
It's
at
been 1 year from then to now. Yeah, slightly over maybe.
Almost a year.
how are you finding it so far?
You need a lot of time, a lot of effort and passion. We know it will grow, and we never give up, and there's no question to fail. And can be stressful, especially to be on the markets and to communicate with the tailors, and for me as a German, to hold the quality repeatable. This is the hardest part, yeah. But we still have in the hardest times also our fun and love about it. It's our passion.
Well, because you look like the fun one. I think he worries about the money. You worry whether the outfits would look cute. How are you finding the business?
It's actually been quite stressful on my end. There's a lot to juggle, so many hats to put on when you're starting, because you have to first do it yourself and then later on set it aside for someone else to help. So that's been a lot to juggle with the websites, with inventory.
When you start everything from scratch and you try to get answers, you also need to expect to get wrong answers. You have no information source where sure you orientate on someone maybe what it works, but you also not want to copy someone or something. So it's also hard to get the right information fast out, even from AI. You end up in traps and you're trying until you figure everything out by yourself. And this is a long process, and Tiffany do a great job.
You're doing a great job.
Very great.
Oh, that's really nice. I can imagine building a business in a new country, in a new culture. And I'm very sure other businesses do exist, right?
Yeah.
How do you compete, and how do you convince these people that I know I'm not from Thailand, but I belong here?
That has been a very big challenge, because as much as the Europeans love colors, and in this island where we are in Thailand, it's a bigger community of the Europeans and everyone else than the Thai. And even with the Thai, they all love colors, but not on them as clothes, It's different, like deco for houses. So it's been really hard to convince people that it's okay to wear this much colors on your outfit, because most people would have very quiet colors or just plain colors in their outfits. So this has been such a change that you walk into a room and they all notice it's different. And sometimes it's not just, oh wow, that's different. It's why do you have just so much colors like that? So that's big. But with time, people open up more to colors and they see the beauty to it, and they accept that it's okay to be colorful, and they're embracing it. But it's been a journey. It takes time.
We go out, we are the designers, we show the world how it can be worn.
It's a new thing.
So as a new business in a new country and culture, are you finding social media useful?
Can be.
Why can? Because your business is online, it has a website. So why isn't social media a big part of the business?
It is. It's growing. We're not getting much out of it. We're growing it, but we know social media covers a lot, because it gets the message out there and it spreads the message. And for us, the message is not just fashion and fabric, it's also the couple thing. Like, be okay to be just seen as a couple. You don't have to hide it.
You don't have to hide. I was telling him that, he actually wears the colors willingly. Men in Kenya don't like matching with their spouses.
Yeah.
Because now we can tell you're married. So if you come and hit on me and you're wearing a kitenge, I can.
So a lady dressed like you.
Yeah, so it's very bold and very different. So that's really nice.
So
it's a good story.
Social media will help us spread that message. It's okay. It's okay.
It's totally fine.
It's okay. Our grandparents, they're 50 years married, 70 years married. They was long time together. My parents and the younger, it's not anymore. And we hold on to a strong, long life together, married.
That's really awesome. So how is the business environment, like, apart from the people, how is the structure of doing business in Thailand? In Kenya we have taxes, there's just a lot.
Yeah.
So how is it in that part of the country?
The good thing is with the fashion, we fully e-commerce. So we don't have a shop in Thailand. Yeah. So that helps us. So we work legally, we are connected to Kenya. The Wadihat is registered in Kenya. So all the taxes and everything is done from Kenya. And in Thailand, you're allowed to work online. You're allowed to be to do that, work with e-commerce, and it's what we are doing. And we also do DHL shipping worldwide. So our inventory and everything is pretty much here in Kenya, and then we just spread the word out there as we bring Kenya out there, as we bring the fashion out there.
Well, that looks like having a business in 2 different places.
Yeah.
How's that going?
With the online shop, it's easy, Sure,
But production is in Kenya, right?
Yes. Yes.
Huh.
It's quite an expense, and it's a lot actually. Yeah, I go through a lot with the shipping sometimes. It's really a lot. So yeah. Really
Have you ever disappointed a client?
Me as a client have disappointed me. I once made a shipment from here to Thailand, because then I was going to distribute what I've ordered. And it just got stuck somewhere. And before we figure out where it's stuck, it took almost a month. We made the second shipping, and the second one got to us before we could figure out what's happening with the first one. And it ended up costing us a lot. So
I can imagine.
It's not that easy with the distance, moving things from here to there.
I can imagine. Have you considered moving production to Thailand? Would it work? Too soon?
Not too soon to decide. But with the cost of shipping, it gets higher and higher. And now after the fuel price, I also noticed our bills with DHL have gone higher, because there's the shipping part. Yeah, so it's getting higher. Maybe we'll have to figure out what to do in the future.
But of course, it's a growing business, so there's room for mistakes. There's room for making all those changes. So, having done business for 1 year, would you say it's changed you in any way?
For me, I didn't have the entrepreneur mind. Mine was just to make and give, and it's quite a change to learn how to break even, how to. It's been a journey for me to grow into an entrepreneur and trying to balance this Kenya and Thailand, and that's a lot.
It's quite a lot.
Something different for me to come as a tourist to a country or for business. When you need to deal with locals, you are dependent on a lot of stress to argue, complain, get the quality and deals, and I think we get more understanding, so knowledge about different countries and
rules and regulations.
But also about quality and how to. Sometimes I also just think to put the production to Germany, because sometimes cheap is not cheap.
Oh, I can imagine. That sounds like quite a lot, because I can imagine juggling 2 countries that are not even Kenya and Uganda. It's Kenya and the other side of the globe. That's quite a lot, and I can also appreciate how much effort it takes to run a business.
Everyone, they produce in India or China. Everyone copy and try to put out low quality, and it holds very short time. And these African fabrics and the wax cotton, they hold really long time. It's really, really long. You wash it 20, 30 times and it almost not lose the color and the shape or nothing. For this reason, we are in this culture, and for this reason, we want to also support this culture. But for production and price and quality, it's hard.
Yeah, because you're balancing between producing in Kenya, where the currency is not even the same.
Yeah, that's another trick. Do we use Kenyan shillings? Do we use euros? Do we use Thai bahts?
How do you work through that?
We settled for USD. And then we now convert everything around it. If you're selling in Thailand, we switch that to Thai baht. If you're selling in Kenya, we switch that to Kenyan shillings.
Yeah. I think with Shopify, it's easy to put some programs into, as every country can pay.
Yeah, so you can actually embed a payment.
The main focus is online, so we just do the marketing in Thailand. And everywhere where we go on this world, we do the marketing.
Do you have a client base in Kenya?
We're growing that, yeah. Yeah, we do.
Yeah, because already we have like a lot of Kitenges, so it is going to take quite a lot to convince people that I'm different. There's something more unique I'm doing.
Yes. So we're trying to make something more fit for travels, like in between destinations, because we find this very convenient for like airports, where you need deep pockets on both sides. You need a hoodie when you're falling asleep somewhere. So as much as we have a lot of kitenges and fashions going on, we're trying to create now the resort wear, which is it's not a saturated market here.
It's the best for hotel, resort, beach, going to sauna, going to the swimming pool.
Oh, that's really impressive. So I did love looking at your business and what you're doing, and it's very colorful. And there is one thing that every time we interview someone from the diaspora, we say, if you're building something back home, despite having gone out and realized there is better. But you see, when you're putting production back home, you're creating job opportunities, you're enriching culture, and you're marketing our country outside there, because you're like, this is from Kenya, this is where I come from, this is how we live. So that's the biggest act of patriotism that we do. And I know 1 year is a really short time to maybe, even tell where this is gonna go in 5 years, but I know you have a dream. Or at least there's something down. So if I was to sit down with you in 5 years, what will you tell me?
In 5 years, I will be giving you the story of how we've been able to create a community of Zawadi Hat, which is people who appreciate African fashion and Kenyan fabric and are open to travel. I feel like in the past, as Kenyans, we didn't travel a lot, but now people are opening up to traveling, taking vacations outside the country, and we're going to create that community of Kenyans who want to be out there, who created for movement, and Zawadi Hat will be their companion for this.
You're still the fun one, the business person. What would you tell me in 5 years?
I think we will explain how hard the start was. But I think there is something what a lot of Europeans or the world maybe not so know about Africans, especially about Kenyans. And we think we are good in the beginning with our company, because I see there is for me definitely there is a lack of information, and I think the African culture, they will rise up. We see ourselves in 5 years definitely really big and stable, because we started early in the right time.
That's really nice. So if I'm still in media in 5 years, I'll say that. So talking about, we have one of our partners that we work with. So I just trying to figure out, for us, we partner with Equity Bank for our clients that are outside the country and they're doing business, and they want to some money. How does it work? Because you're in two different countries. You're in Kenya, he's in Thailand. The business is here. So how does money work?
In terms of
maybe how do you bank? How do you send money?
Oh, we do have a Kenyan bank account, of course, because this is where the business is registered. And with other payments from other countries, we've integrated through the website, through things like PayPal and the card payment, and whatever parts of the world they're paying from, it gets to us through the Kenyan account.
Shopify cover everything, all these tasks.
Oh, they do cover everything.
Just get together on one point,
Oh, wow. That's
make
really
it
nice.
more easy. It's not so hard as you expect.
Yeah, so the Kenya Diaspora Media partners with Equity Bank for all the diaspora clients in whatever country that you're in, whether you're in Thailand, whether you're in Australia, whether you're in Canada, the United Kingdom and England, with a 24-hour dedicated contact center. That means that wherever you are and wherever you're from, if you contact them, whether you have a problem, you want to open a bank account, you want to do savings, it's actually something that you can explore. And for people that are in business like that, I would say that having people that you can call 24/7 would be such a good thing. So if it's not something that you've explored or it's something that you would like, you should definitely do that. And every time we actually talk to people that are not from Kenya and they do call home, we like to tell them things that Kenyans are doing to make life easier. How do you call home? How do you send money? And other things that you're doing. So I will tell you what you do and you'll tell me what you do. So for us, that's what we do, and that's how we help our clients. We help them to do banking and we help them to do business. And if you want to send money, if you want to call home, because it's quite far and I don't think you can do the normal phone calls that you do. WhatsApp is easy, maybe Facebook from time to time, but sometimes you can't get someone online and you need to get a hold of them. So yeah, that usually happens. So we do have a few partners in Kenya that we work with for our calls. We do talk calls, and for sending money we do Lemfi, and those are the people that we partner with, because as much as we tell these stories of Africans, we're also a business, just like you. That's something we have in common. Okay, so anything that you'd like to tell Kenyans?
Try.
Just try. Give it a try. Give it a try out there. Yeah. Give it a try out there.
Try.
Because keep something that still connects you back home. But give it a try.
Do you give people marriage advice? Do they ever ask you?
We see as we just live our life and we inspire a lot of people and we healed a lot of relations and marriages. So I feel useless to speak to anyone. It's waste of time, because they need to sadly go through pain to realize something, and you try every time to change someone, but better just to live and people see on you. It makes sense.
Leading by example.
To give too much advice.
And you? Do you advise people?
On relationship? Honestly, it's just easier. Life is just easier and you're more of an open book, and and that helps. That covers a lot, just being the open book. And you get to know each other faster, easier, mostly coming from different cultures. Just be an open book from day one, and it cuts down on the time they need to learn you and for you to learn more about them. And that creates a good foundation.
But the marriage advice is, the world is too open to everyone sharing too much partners. This is from young to old, and no one have any more the chance to try to stay in a close relation. So it they should have a try, to stuck to someone.
Yeah, in a world where we're embracing open marriages, you've heard a lot of it. That was new for me before I left Kenya. I didn't know open marriages. And then when I went to Thailand, there are people from Europe and so many places, and they say, we're married, but we're in an open marriage. What's that? What does that mean?
I'm too African for that.
Yeah, I'm too African for that. What do you mean it's an open marriage? Like, I just go and then come back and give you the story of who I was with? That was really shocking for me. And then I met him, and I think that was the first things I told him. I'm not in those white people thing of open. I don't do that. I hope you know that. So that was clear from the beginning. And apparently he was tired of being in a community of that and wanted something different. He said, I'm different. I want closed. Yeah.
Oh, that's really nice. We wish you all the best, because I know people look a lot when cultural and intercultural marriages, and there's usually a lot that goes into making that work. The cultures are different, the lifestyles are different, but somehow you seem to be making it work.
They're figuring it out.
She makes you meat, you make her bread, and life's perfect.
Yeah,
life is perfect. I don't need anything else.
Okay, all the best as you travel back to Thailand. We look forward to seeing you back here, and we wish you well in the business. Where can Kenyans find you, and where can everyone who's watching us today find you?
On Instagram, that's Zawadi Hat Fashion, and also website zawadihat.fashion. that's who we are.
Kwaherini. I'll see you in the next episode. So thank you very much for keeping it the Kenya Diaspora Media. It's been me, your host, Maria Njoroge, for the last hour. I look forward to seeing you in our next episode. And of course, I would like to be grateful to Centum Real Estate one more for giving us this particular venue and for giving us this particular time. This has been Mizizi Court. I will show you the apartments once we are done, and you can come, you can walk in, and there are going to be people here who are going to show you what happens here, the kind of building that they have, and the kind of apartments that they have. And who knows, this could be your home, this could be a vacation home, and you can come looking very nice in the office that they have, and you look very unique and very gorgeous. See you in the next episode. Kwaherini.